Hello everyone, this is Grumpy Gamer. Welcome back to an episode of the new Tekkit server. First thing I'm going to show you, I've got several things to show you in this episode. First thing I'm going to show you is the tree farm. We've got it finished. Raised the height of it. So let me show you how this works. First of all, what you want to do is you want to come over to a chest. Here's something I didn't know. If you hold down the space bar and left click an item, it'll move it all to your inventory and vice versa. So what happens is we want to empty out our inventory. It empties out everything but the hotbar, and so we want to empty out our inventory so that we can gather the wood. We got to do it manually, but what you do with the wood and stuff and the saplings is you throw it in this chest right here. As you can see, it's getting sucked out, and we have a miniature sorting machine here, and this just takes the product of the tree farm and sends it to all the product to where it needs to go. So let me show you how this works. Now this is kind of glitched right now. The saplings, if you look at them, these are saplings. It's excess saplings. We have a recycler now. I'll show you that in a little while, but this is sending saplings to the recycler, excess saplings, so that we can get a little scrap out of them. Now this pipe right here, we're using 4 slots. The top pipe goes to our, I started using the the equivalent exchange. It's actually kind of fun. I hadn't built the machines that build a diamond every 2 or 3 seconds yet, but I probably won't. But anyway, we're still using quarries. But these pipes right here, the gray pipe goes up. That goes to anything that needs to be converted to EMC. So right now, since it's tree farm, the only thing that's going to be converted to EMC is apples. They're worth 128. Now if you get this whole thing loaded with trees, sometimes you'll get maybe a couple stacks of apples, so it's something to do with them. The red pipe, the rubber wood, this goes to the extractor. So these blocks right here right now are getting extracted and converted to rubber over at the house. The blue pipe is wood. So if we're growing like birch trees or oaks or anything like that, they go fill up a wood chest. So we don't have to carry this stuff back to the house. We just dump it. You work the tree farm, you dump it off this chest and walk away. Anything else you stick in here goes down the green pipe. This is for recycling, so the saplings go down here. So basically, if you look at this, we're using these 3 paths and the green one. So any of these items go to the extractor and all that, but if it's not in one of these 3 paths, it's automatically going to be recycled. So if you just want to clear out your inventory, you can throw junk in this chest and it'll end up at the recycler. But anyway, let me show you how the tree farm works now. Now we got this huge area. I'm going to plant a couple jungle trees. I could do this whole area and probably fill up a double chest, but you don't want to sit there and watch me do this for 10 minutes. So I'm just going to plant 1 tree. That's enough. And we'll go ahead and fertilize it. But see, that's going to probably give us maybe a couple stacks of wood just doing that 1 tree. But we'll come over here, because we got our hot bars filled up, and basically all we got to do is go to the filler, pull 1 glass block out and put it back in. That resets the filler, and you can see the trees getting knocked down already. And it's a small tree, which is pretty good because I'm just showing you the proof of concept. You can fill this thing up and spend 5 or 10 minutes gathering wood, and you'll end up with like 20 or 30 stacks of wood, but it's already almost done. I'll go ahead and wait for it to finish. There we go. And so now all you gotta do is run around here and pick up your saplings. And then you'll come over here and you'll just throw all this wood in this chest right here. Well, we got about it. We didn't get that much. That was a pretty short tree. But now you don't want to throw all your saplings in that chest because they'll get converted. So you throw them in here, and we'll keep fertilizer in here too. But you'll keep 1 stack so that you can replant. And we got a set of plants for everything. So here's rubber trees. Let me show you. We do rubber trees actually. That's what we usually plant. But don't get too close to edges, because then you'll end up with overhang like that and you won't end up harvesting it all. But basically just go to the middle like this, and these trees take forever to grow. So the reason we're planting so many is all we need is 2 or 3 of these to grow, and then we're ready to harvest. So you can probably come back. Technically, I've heard they take 1 to 6 hours to grow. I've seen them take much longer, but if we plant this many, we've discovered that usually within an hour one of these will grow. So if you wait a few hours, you'll end up with 2 or 3 trees in here ready. But one rubber tree can give you 10 or 15 or 20 stacks of rubber wood, and that's going to turn into 10 or 15 or 20 stacks of rubber when you convert it. Now, one cool thing I have now, let me get my stuff out of over here. That was real handy learning to do that. My girlfriend told me how to do that. So, but one cool thing Seth made me is it's called Swift Wolf's Winding Gale. You got to power it up with either coal or redstone. Coal's easier to come by. Redstone, you use it a lot for your circuitry. Coal you end up with excess of, so I use most of the coal to power it. But this thing just lets you fly if you hit double space. You can go up here and you move faster than you could sprinting, but it's pretty awesome. I like it. I was reluctant to use it at first, but everybody on the server had one of these but me, so I was like, man, I might as well get one. But you use it for 5 minutes, you fall in love with it. Okay, now I've upgraded this quite a bit since the last episode. The ore extractor is a little bit smarter now. Like, for example, if I want to make brick, I can grab a stack of cobblestone and I can just throw it in there, and it gets sucked out. It'll go in here to the furnace, and then it goes back up around here, back up to the stone chest right here. So if we wait a second, one thing about Tekkit, you see the blocks moving through the machinery. They're glitched. Sometimes they look right, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you won't see them moving through the pipe, but I guess now we do. But I'm actually making stone. You can see it stack up right there. Now here's our energy collector. I've never used one of these before. I learned how. Just a day or two ago. And then basically what it works is you put stuff in this chest that converts to EMC. So say for example right now I have diamonds up here, and here's how much EMC I got. If I drop something in there, watch this EMC total. Whatever I drop in there gets converted to EMC, and when this bar fills all the way up, it'll make a diamond and put it down here. Now I can also make other stuff, like let's say for example I want to make something I'll actually use. Let me go grab a little bit of iron. I just need 1 bar. And all you gotta do is stick it in here, and if I had that EMC stored up, it instantly converted to 4 iron bars. But diamonds are what pretty much people use as currency. Use this machine to make diamonds, and if you need something else, you put diamonds in here to get it. Like if I want some iron, I put 1 diamond in there, and it gives me like about half a stack roughly. So then you can see I got a stack of iron by doing that. And so normally keep the diamonds up here, but let me explain a little bit better how this works. Okay, this stuff right here comes in from the quarry, and then you got this pipe right here. Anything needs to go to the ore processor, you put it up here and it'll go to the ore processor. Now I can put cobblestone in here and it'll get converted into glass. If you're running low on glass, you put a piece of cobblestone in there and it'll start filling this chest up. But we got enough glass. That's quite a bit of glass. We get low, I'll make some more. But anyway, anything that doesn't go to the ore processor goes up here and goes through this diamond pipe. If it's tungsten or apples, it goes down this blue path, which comes over here to the energy condenser, or I guess that's what you call it. I can't remember what you call that thing. It's what you use to get EMC. But anyway, anything that's not tungsten or apples goes down this pipe, and then we got a diamond pipe here because we got 2 paths connected, and the diamond pipe makes sure that these two paths go this way. And then it goes to this diamond pipe. As you see, the blue one is loaded down with stuff that we want to either EMC or send to the recycler. And what happened is you see this path is completely, this slot's completely full. That's why I had to add this slot back here. So anything I want to send to the recycler or the EMC from the quarry has to go up here. But anyway, when it gets to here, it comes down this pipe, and this pipe right here makes the decision of whether we're going to EMC something or whether we're going to recycle it. And basically, what we're recycling is stuff that's pretty much worthless, like sand, dirt, cobblestone. Clay's got a little value, but honestly, once you got like a few stacks of it, you're doing good, and we got a few stacks of it. So all this stuff up here, like the gems, the nickelite, uranium, it's all going into here. And here's the recycler. Now the recycler's coming in through the wall over there, and it goes down this way, and it comes in through here in this chest right here. We can actually turn this thing off, the recycler, and then stuff will start building up in this chest right here. This is so if I ever want to like modify the recycler, the product is not going out on the floor, to be stored in this alchemy chest. That's another thing about E I do like. I like these alchemy chests because they've got double the capacity of regular chests, and so that makes it a lot easier. Let me go ahead and turn this thing back on because I was just showing you that you can turn off and on. Now if you look right here, you can see a couple teleport pipes. I don't know if I explained this before, but what diamond, or this is called an iron pipe, and what it does is you can see two of these are opaque and one of them is clear. What happens is when something gets to this junction, it can only go out this way. So if something comes up through here, it can only go this way. It can't go this way because it's closed off. Same thing here, it comes in this way and it's blocked off that way, so it goes that way. So basically what you use a diamond pipe for, two things, is one, if you want to merge two pipes together, you use it for that, but also you can use it to switch, like if you've got one input and you want to route it to two different locations, you can use a diamond pipe, and then basically if you give a redstone current, it'll switch where the output goes to. But anyway, these two pipes right here, there's two of them. This is mine right here. It's frequency 86, set to true. Anything I want to send directly to the recycler, if I build something like way off and I want to send something to the recycler, I'll send it set it to that frequency and it'll come in here. But next, as you can see, the stuff's getting recycled. Now what a recycler does is you put anything in there and you got like a 1 out of 8 chance or something like that of getting a piece of scrap. And if you get a piece of scrap, you can see a piece coming down here. It goes in this chest. I also have an on-off switch for this chest right here. I can turn off right there. So if we turn that switch off, scrap will collect in here. But right now we're processing it. Let me show you where it's going. It's going into an automatic crafting table. If you take scrap and put it in like fill up your crafting table with it, it'll make what's called a scrap box, and it's filling this chest up. And so all we're doing is making scrap boxes right here. Now what you use the scrap boxes, I'll just do it one time to show you. Basically you put it in your inventory bar and you right click and it'll make a random item. So there, it looks like I got a cooked pork chop, but it's kind of random. You might get diamonds, you could get gold helmets, all kinds of different things, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of like playing a slot machine. Actually it's not really my thing, but my girlfriend enjoys it and a couple other people enjoy it. But when you get the stuff, you can decide what to do with it. You can recycle it or you can EMC it. Well, next I'm going to show you some decorations I've been putting in. On my other world I was just learning machinery, so I didn't put a lot of effort into decorations, but I do like decorating. I like gardens, and so I actually just added this. I added the rail I was talking about last episode. It's in here now, and I have this little bitty garden here, waterfall coming down, a little cobblestone pond with lily pads in it, and a couple of reeds. I like the look of this, and it's almost completely covered The monsters actually can't get down here. If there was monsters over there, so many trees around here they couldn't get through. I guess maybe they could hop over the trees, but probably not. Actually, let me go ahead and set the time, because I'm just not actually playing the game. I'm just showing y'all, so I don't want a creeper to spawn on me and be unprepared. But this ring comes in real handy. I love it. Let me show you a view of the house. This is one thing cool about this too. You can get a good bird's eye view of everything you built. Now this was, last episode, this was all a forest of rubber trees. I knocked them down, replaced them with oaks and birch. Still not happy with that. We were done with the rubber trees. The rubber trees were temporary until we got the rubber tree farm going. So I'm going to pretty this up some more. I'm not quite happy with it yet, but still pretty cool. Here's the river I was showing you last time. You can see it a lot better from the sky. I built that. And next thing I'm going to show you, oh yeah, I was just going to give you a better view of the house. It looks pretty big from up here. It didn't seem that big inside, but there, right there. Oh, I can't remember if I showed this or not, so I'm going to go ahead and show it again. This right here is this is the automated extractor. If you wanted like say throw a stack of resin in there or rubber wood, it'll get converted into rubber and it'll come out and fill this chest up. So you can see right now, since we got the rubber tree farm going, we got rubber coming out of the ears, and we actually got more rubber than that. I had to move some of it a while ago, but yeah, you can see right there we got more rubber. That's a ton of rubber, and we'll eventually use it. I don't know, I think they're having fun using the tree farm, so they're just making an excess of it, but actually we probably need wood more than that right now. But let me come down here and show you another thing I built. Oh yeah, I'll show you this thing I built. I built all this. If you go back and look at that other episode, it wasn't here. Got a little waterfall. I'm not quite done with the ground level. I'll probably make it look better. I want to kind of make it like, I love making this kind of stuff. I don't know why this is actually one of the best things, and well, it's one of the things I like the most of everything I've ever built in Minecraft. I love this thing. It only took like 2 hours. That's one cool thing about Minecraft is the natural formations you see, but I did all this, put all the stone, everything you see, I built all that. It took 2 hours. It would have taken a lot longer, but you got this ring, so basically you can hover up and build. But if you look right here, I'm consuming my coal. I believe I had like 60 a while ago, so flying around does use coal, but it actually just gives you something to do with the coal. I'm also wanting to put a winding pathway up here somewhere, but let me show you where it's going to come out at. Up near the very top. If you come around here, here we go. So I was going to put like a pathway leading up here. I'll probably have her wind around the mountain and have the scenic view all the way around while you're walking up, kind of like you're walking through, hiking through the park or something. But I'll put a bench right here, and you'll be able to see the house right here. It's pretty cool. Tree farm's a little bit of an eyesore. It's not that bad though, but pretty cool view of the house. My girlfriend, she's got a pumpkin farm down here. So we just got pumpkins growing there. Now here's something cool I want to show you too. Let me actually go get some water cells. Yeah, I got some somewhere. I may have to make some. This is something, there's a guy, I've been watching his videos. He's called, his name is Aaron, plays Technic. But I watched watching one of his videos. One of the problems I was having, I used to mess around with the oil refineries, and they take water. If you go out in the ocean and put a water well, it'll take like 7 or 8 hours, but it will pump all the water out of everything in its radius. But what you can do, something I'm going to show you, and I have to make some water cells. I need 16 of these things. I'm getting 10 right now. I'm making water cells, so. Now if you mess around with a regular infinite water source, you know that you have to wait a second or two before you can fill another bucket or another cell, because what will happen is if you pick it up too fast, it'll remove a source block and then destroys your infinite water source. But this is something I learned off Aaron Plays Technic. I never realized that. As long as water is only 1 block deep, it's an infinite water source. So this whole area right here is an infinite water source. So what he did to get water from for his water pump is he made a big giant pool, only 1 block deep, and it sucks a random source block out of the pool somewhere, and it goes on for infinity. You don't have to worry about filling it up. But if you've played Tekkit 2, you know that water cells, you need a lot of them to make overclockers. But let me show you how quick you can fill this up. I'm just going to spin around in a circle with my right mouse button down. And because this whole thing's an infinite water source, it's just going to keep filling up. So this is a pretty fast way to fill it all up. I must have made a lot of water cells. I thought I only made 1 stack. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I made more. Okay, so let's see. In that amount of time, you saw how quick that was. Oh, that just glitched. No idea what happened. You saw 2 stacks of water cells, they just turned into 1, so I don't know. It's Minecraft, it's buggy, so what are you going to do? But as you can see, got no running water. Pretty fast way to get a stack of water cells. So let's go drop these off in the house. I'll just throw them in here for now. The bad thing is about those is they don't stack. Once you extract them to make, right now they're water cells, but you extract them, they'll turn into coolant cells, and they do not stack. So as you can see right here, if you put coolant cells back in there, you get hydration cells, and that's what's in there now. Seth was making some hydration cells. But anyway, I guess that's about it for this episode. If you have an idea of something you want to see me build, I love just decorating, and I also like building machines. This world I'm spending a little more time decorating. I'm using the E a little bit more, getting resources. But oh, let me show you I gave you a bird's eye view of the power plant, but I didn't show you up close. Now I have 6 MFEs, and I can actually stack another one on top of them, get another 6 in there. But I'm kind of liking these better than the mfsu. I don't know, it just looks cool. Actually, I could replace all that with 1 mfsu and get more electricity, but it looks cool. It actually looks like a substation or something you'd see in the real world. But last time I showed you, I had this thing limited the electricity going to it, so we'd only get 32 EU. If you feed it energy link with a battery box, it limits it to 32 EU. But without a battery box, it's sucking power out of all these MFEs, but it's gonna suck 72 EU out of the system. And I explain all that in the tutorial on how to power quarry with a solar array with an energy link. Okay, but anyway, right here I've had these 2 right here are medium voltage solar arrays, and these 4 right here and this one right here are low voltage, and then I got 2 more medium voltage. And basically what happens is I got 4 medium voltage. When I get 4 more, I'll have a total of 8, and I can convert them into a high voltage one, and then that'll be pretty cool. I'll have a lot of electricity then. Probably by the time I get 4 more, I'll upgrade it to high voltage solar array, and then I'll probably tear all this out, and then I'll build an mfsu. But right now, these things actually these 6 right here, they produce more electricity or more current than an mfsu. I'm not sure, but I think an mfsu only puts out 512 EU per tick. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But these right here put out 128 EU per tick, but since there's 6 of them, that's actually going to be a lot more electricity. So actually 50% more electricity than a mfsu. And if I put the other 6 MFEs in there, I may do that temporarily, put 6 more in there before I put the high voltage solar array. What I want to do as an experiment is I need to take one of these MFEs, put them out in the middle of nowhere, and power it with a high voltage solar array, because I'm actually not sure if you can feed a high voltage solar array into one of these. it may explode the MFE. So I want to do that off the distance. If I hook one up here, there's no telling what it might do, and I'd hate to blow up like 12 MFE. So I don't know what would happen. I don't want to find out. But anyway, if you got any ideas, anything you want to see me build, or anything you want me to show you, or anything like that, let me know. But this is Grumpy Gamer. We'll see you next time.